Hello everyone, my name is Katie and I'm an assistant director here with Student Life. Today I'm going to be talking to you about class registration. When you were an incoming first year student, your advisor registered you for all your classes and now you get to do it yourself. It's really not overwhelming and hopefully this presentation will make it seem a little bit easier. So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen with you. I actually do take some classes here every now and then, so I'm going to share my student center with you, which will hopefully help you get a better idea of how to register. So the first thing you're going to want to do is log into Main Street and go to your student center, which is right here. So here is your student center. The first thing you want to make sure is that you don't have any holds on your account. I actually do have a hold on my account. I have to sign the financial term and condition statement. That is something you have to do every semester. So make sure you do that. If you have any outstanding charges, you're going to see that here. It might also be a hold on your account. There are a number of reasons for a hold on your account. So make sure you don't have any holds, which are listed here. You cannot register for classes if you have holds on your account. Sometimes certain holds can take up to 2 weeks to process, such as immunization records or any forms that need to be submitted. So make sure you are checking those holds as soon as possible so you can register on time. The next thing you're going to want to do is contact your advisor right here. Your advisor, it is required for you to meet with your advisor. They are the ones that can tell you, yes, these are good classes to take. No, these are bad classes to take. They help you stay on your 4 or 5 year track or whatever track that you're on here at UMaine. They also give you a PIN code, an enrollment code that you use at the end of enrolling for classes, and you cannot finish enrolling without that PIN code. So make sure you contact your advisor. Their name is right here, and if you click on details right here, it'll take you to their email address, and you can actually, it'll pop up an email screen and you can type them an email right there if you want to set up an appointment. Some colleges do a group advising sessions, maybe via Zoom. Some colleges will have you meet one-on-one. So just make sure you're communicating with your advisor somehow if they have not outreached to you already. So your enrollment date is also important. You are assigned an enrollment day and time. You can enroll anytime after that enrollment day and time, but not before. It's set up by class or by credit. So people who have the most credits can register first. So seniors and above, they get to register right away, but first year students, you have to wait a little bit longer to register. That date will be listed right here under enrollment dates. And you should be able to see that now. So the next thing you're going to want to do is make a wish list. A wish list is very similar to having an Amazon shopping cart. You might put a lot of stuff in there, but you're not necessarily going to buy all of it. I think I have probably a few $100s worth of products in my Amazon cart right now. Definitely not going to buy all of that stuff, but it's nice to remember what's there and what I want when I think about it. So your wish list works very much the same way. It's all of the classes that you would like to take for next semester. And it'll tell you, you can kind of compare classes to see if they'll fit into a schedule for you. Sometimes classes fill up by the time you register. So if you have multiple classes in your wish list, you'll be able to pull from that for other options as well. And your advisor is going to want to see your wish list. So you should make your wish list before you meet with your advisor so they can tell you, yes, these are good classes for you to take, or no, maybe you should wait to take that class. So to see your wish list, you can see it right here where it says wish list. You'll be able to see it there. To make your wish list, I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do this. So the way I like to search for classes is using the search for classes button that's right up here. So click on that. And here you can search. So make sure you're under the University of Maine because that's where we are right now. All of the different campuses are there. Click the correct one. So once you've chosen the correct university, you're going to want to choose the correct term, which is right here. We are currently in fall of 2021 or 2020. You are registering for spring of 2021. However, those classes are not posted yet, so you cannot see that term right now. But when you're ready to make your wish list, which will probably be after October 11th or 12th, somewhere around there is when it should be posted. You can make your wish list anytime after that. You'll be able to see here spring 2021. So that is what you would want to click. But for example's sake, let's just say we're enrolling for fall of 2020. So what I do, let's say I want to take Bio 100. It's helpful if you know the 3-letter abbreviation for your class, but you might not. So if you hit select subject here, it's very helpful. You can hit B for biology. You can select bio right here and it'll show up. So if you want to take a psychology class or an anthropology class or a math class, but you don't know the letter abbreviation for it, hit select subject and it's ordered by alphabetical order as you just saw. Now for course number, I can do a couple of different things. If I know I want Bio 100, I can just put 100 in here. If it says contains here, that means it'll contain any class with the 100 in it. Is exactly Bio 100 if you know exactly what you want. Greater than or equal to, so Bio 100 and above, or less than, which there wouldn't be anything under 100, but if you put like 400 in, it would show everything. So we put that there, and then you hit search. All right, so now here are all of the classes. These, because everything is online currently, it's gonna say offsite. In future years, when things are hopefully meeting in person again, it'll tell you if it's on campus at University of Maine in Orono, or if it's online, or if it's at a different campus. So sometimes we have a campus elsewhere, it might show. So just this location is very important, more for the future, less for right now because most things are online, but more for the future. So let's say I want this class right here. I hit select. And then I can hit this class number if I want, or this one. These little symbols are important for when you're making your wish list and enrolling for a class. The green circle means that it's open, there's still room available. The blue means that it's closed. The triangle means that you can be on a wait list. There is no guarantee you will get into a waitlisted class. They wait to see how many people drop, and then you could maybe get added later. Or if enough people want that class, sometimes they might open another section. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I'm just gonna pick the open class and hit next. And then this will say add to wish list. So then I hit next right here. And then it will say Bio 100 has been added to your wish list. So it's that simple to add something to your wish list. Now, if I want to look at my wish list, I can go back to my student center. Always try to use the buttons that they give you here within Main Street instead of using the back button. Sometimes the back button works, but Main Street can be a little bit finicky. So I like to use the buttons that they provide so I don't accidentally kick myself out of Main Street, which has happened before. So now, in order to see my wish list, I go right here to wish list. And I have used this as other examples before, so I have a lot of classes in my wish list, and you may have a lot of classes in your wish list too. The other thing about your wish list is once you're in your wish list, if you click on all of the classes that you're interested in and hit validate right here, it'll tell you what classes, if any classes aren't going to work together. So if they overlap or anything like that and you didn't notice. So the validation key can be very helpful for you to make sure that your schedule that you want actually works when you want it. So not only will it show a possible schedule overlap or problem, but it'll also tell you, it might have a red X if you haven't completed a required prerequisite for that class yet, or you're missing a class that allows you to get into that class. Or maybe that class is only for students in certain majors, things like that. So that is very helpful to you as well. But now let's say I want to enroll for my class. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the classes that I want to enroll in when it's my time and day to enroll. And I'm gonna click on all of them. For this example, I'm just gonna click on one, and then I'm going to hit enroll down here. And then what's next, it will walk me through the process of enrolling from there. So I won't be able to go through all of the examples with you for enrolling because it's not enrollment time and I don't actually want to enroll in this class. However, when you click finish enrolling here, it'll ask you for a PIN validation. And that's when you put in your PIN number that was given to you by your advisor. And then you will click a button that says validate. And if you are successful in enrolling all of your classes, you will see a green check mark next to all of your classes. And then you'll be able to hit, there'll be a button that says my class schedule, and you'll be able to see your class schedule for next semester. So that's how you enroll for classes. Without that PIN number though, you cannot validate your schedule and you cannot finish enrolling. So that's how you register for classes in a nutshell. Something helpful I want to share with you that might be helpful for the future is this planner button right here. If you hit planner, mine isn't going to show it because I am technically non-degree seeking right now. But if I were a degree seeking student, this planner would list all of the classes I need to take for my major and tell me what has been satisfied and what has not been satisfied. So that's a really great way for you to make a plan and see what classes you still need and what's required and what you've finished. So that's a very helpful tool that you can use in the future. Right now, if you're a first-year student watching this, you probably have a lot of unsatisfied boxes and it maybe looks a little overwhelming, but as you get closer and closer to your graduating year, it's really satisfying to see all of those boxes turn green and to see that you have completed a lot of your requirements for graduating University of Maine. If you have any questions about registering for classes, you can talk to your RA. You can also email me at um.fytc@maine.edu. Just make sure you check out you search Main Street, see if you have any messages, look for holds, do things on your to-do list, and you should be all set. But the most important thing is contacting your advisor. So happy enrolling, and I hope to chat with you all at some point during your time here at UMaine. Thank you.